Why you are their biggest threat. Peace, love, and abundance. Soul Nation, what is vibing? What's going on? What's happening? All of the above. For the ones that are just first timers to the channel, thank you for tapping in. For the Soul Nation family that's been down with me since day one, and the ones that have joined the family since, I appreciate you. Much gratitude. Thank you. I cannot stress how much gratitude I have for that. And peace and blessings be upon you. So why are you their biggest threat? Let's go ahead and get into this. First of all, stop wasting your energy on outcomes. I feel like this is a big part of a lot of people's day-to-day stressor or stressors, stressors, however you want to pronounce it. I don't care. But I feel like that's a big part, a big percentage of people's everyday worries. And I feel as though I had to really come out and say that first. Stop wasting your energy on outcomes. There's nothing worse than sitting there and dwelling on the things that you can't control, the things that are beyond what our minds are able to process. And I will say this again, and then I'll move on to the next one. But I felt as though that was a very important one for this video. And I'll give you an example. And I'm actually guilty of it myself. And you have to constantly remind yourself to stay grounded. You have to remind yourself that you have a purpose and that your whole journey, well, one of your many journeys, will include finding out what your purpose is. But I've digressed. So let's go on to the next one. Why you are their biggest threat. You understand that obstacles are truly confirmation. They're not challenges. A lot of people will probably feel as though every time they feel as though they've done something right, or that they followed the formula or whatever steps, however they plan for things to go, and things don't happen the way that they planned them to happen, that they're facing challenges. For instance, let's say you want to get that new job. You want to make a career move. You want to buy that house. You want to purchase that car. And for whatever reason, it doesn't happen. Or for many reasons, it may not happen. And then you start finding yourself in doubt. You start finding yourself trying to question every little thing that's going on and happening, right? But you specifically know that every obstacle that you come across, every bump in the road, everything that does not seem to go as planned is just confirmation. It's confirmation that you're on the right path. It may be confirmation that yes, but not right now. It's confirmation that you are possibly doing everything right. You're following the path that you need to follow. You're on the right path. And for whatever reason, when things don't happen the way you want them to, or pan out the way that you planned them to, you just know that it's just confirmation, baby. Like straight up, it's confirmation. This is why you are their biggest threat. And when I say there, because I know y'all at this point in the video, y'all multiverse, why you keep saying that, man? What's going on with being somebody's biggest threat? Well, here's the thing. The people that are attracted to you, the people that love to be in your presence, the people that love to have your attention, the people that love to just speak your name, to speak of you, there's something about you that they just can't put their finger on. And for whatever reason, every time that they see that you have manifested something, that you have moved on, that you have elevated to a new level, that you have progressed to the next part of your journey, it does something in them that makes them question themselves. And in turn of doing that, they have a moment of self-reflection. So if you're seeing this video, this is confirmation for you. Somehow, some way, somewhere, somehow, that somebody is threatened by your presence. Somebody feels like, oh, you shouldn't have that, or you're not worthy of that, or they should have more than you, or they should have had it first. Whether it's your inner circle or your outer circle, it never changes. History repeats itself. Energy never stops flowing. So that's always going to be something or someone or someplace. So I'll move on to my next one. And this is the last one for this video. You understand that there is no coincidence. I'm going to say that again. You understand that there is no coincidence and that everything happens for a reason, which I just spoke about in that last tidbit. But you realize that anything and everything that happens for a reason. And this goes back to number one, which is why I said in the beginning of the video that number one was the one that I wanted to mention first. I thought that was the most important. You just know that nothing happens by coincidence. You understand divine timing. You understand manifestation. You overstand manifestation. You practice manifestation. You practice abundance. You operate off of abundance. And if you are not, you need to be. Because that is the key. That is the key in all of this mathematics. It's all mathematics. And it's not hard to grasp. It's not a hard concept to understand. Once you practice it and you apply it and it works, then you know it works. You feel me? All right. Oh, I will add another one. You are able to access things that others have never experienced or they've never heard of. And I'll give you a couple examples. Telepathy, clairvoyance, energy healing. There is something in you that you were able to activate. And you were able to hone in on that particular ability and start fine-tuning it and start practicing and start applying. And for the people that you have been around, who have felt your presence, who have pretty much reached out and asked for a helping hand from you in the past, present, or future, which is all on the same timeline. But we're not going to get into that in this video. It's hard to find people that appreciate you for being authentic, for being yourself. And nobody's perfect. We're not here to be perfect. We're here on a mission. We have our purpose, and that's our duty. We're not sent here to try to be perfect. But I've digressed again. So you have the ability to access things that people have never heard of, or they've heard of it but never experienced it. And for some people, they don't know how to digest that. They don't know how to deal with that. It makes them feel like, again, you have something that they should have. Or they just, try to outcast you and make you feel like you're different, which you are. And the ones that know. It's always a pleasure making these videos for the Multiverse Soul Nation. And until next time, don't hesitate to elevate. Peace.